Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham have become the face and the voice of the players in the WNBA. They're in the midst of union negotiations with leadership of the WNBA. You call it collective bargaining. And it's not going well at all. And this comes a week after the WNBA announced further expansion. So Sophie Cunningham stands up at a press conference on the weekend and says, the WNBA needs to understand we built this league. We, the players, built this league. We have great TV ratings because of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and all these other young players. We are the ones that have to get a better share of the pie. And then they announced, because of us, we, Caitlin Clark, WNBA's got a $22 billion TV contract extension. Because of us, you have now added 3 more expansion teams, a total of $750 million in expansion fees. We deserve better. And we're going to get it at this collective bargaining agreement. Talent, personality, marketing. When you think of the WNBA, you think of them. And the difference they've made in 2 short years since this mass arrival infusion of all this young talent. So we made this league. Nobody else. Agree?
Yeah, she's right. And it's interesting how Sophie Cunningham kind of went from, kind of a veteran player that no one really knew about to suddenly this, diva, and she does the fashion walk into the stadium with all the other young women, but she's getting a lot of face time and a lot of time in front of the journalists. She has a lot to say, and so they could talk about her being an enforcer for Caitlin, personal enforcer. Well, then I always think of Marty McSorley, but she looks a little bit different than Marty did, but the WNBA, I mean, it's a lot of fun. Have you been seeing the highlights of Paige Beckers?
Oh, she had 39 the other night or last week.
Yeah, I mean, she's unbelievable. I mean, she's like Caitlin Clark, hitting shots from everywhere.
And she's bigger. Mm-hmm. She's a really fine player. So it's interesting to see where this is going to go, because for the first time, the women can stand up and say, we've made this league. Nobody else has made this league. It's not a media fascination. It's not you, the owner. We made the league and we want our share. And she said, all these other leagues, their players get 50% of the pie. We want our share now.
Now, is the NBA still subsidizing the WNBA, or are they self-sufficient?
They're going to be self-sufficient. The Washington Post did a big investigative piece about 2 weeks ago. WNBA as a league has never made profit per se. But again, NBA teams own the WNBA, filled the dates in their arena, but now it's gone a different direction with the arrival of all these great young players, that now there's non-NBA people that are buying into the WNBA and becoming the owners. I mean, that's a new team in Portland. There's one in Cleveland. There's one in Detroit. I'm trying to think. There was another one that was just awarded over the next 2 to 3 years. So the league has just exploded, and there's so much talent in the league. And now they get a much better TV contract where we can watch all this talent.
Yeah, there's a ton more talent, and I agree with you, but sometimes the talent looks a little shaky, and there's a lot of critics of the WNBA because sometimes there's a lot of shots that have no chance going in. But overall, I love the league. I mean, to me, it's very entertaining, and you've got these young women are out there and they play in the afternoons on weekends, and so you get to see the games quite a bit. But I mean, in my opinion, as a guy, athletic women to me are just gorgeous, and to see women out there that are beautiful and can play ball at the same time, it's just like, wow. So it's like captivating.
Yeah. I mean, there's no SGA out there. There's no Shea Gilgeous-Alexander out there, but at their own level, boy, there's some great talent.
I agree.
And the people that can hit threes and their ability to drive to the basket and make razor sharp passes,
some of the girls, some of the big man moves down there, the George Mikan stuff going on. Yeah, I mean, that's real. I mean, a lot of these women are very, very skilled. So I mean, it's great. Just obviously for young girls to see role models and having women getting some equal pub to a degree. But just in general, as a fan, it's just more sports to watch, more sports to enjoy. It's all good.
Fans forum question. Do you watch the WNBA? Do you enjoy it? Okay, this podcast brought